Hi, I'm Ben, and you found Theology Over Easy. I'm still thinking about the Christian theology of creation. Does it ever occur to you, or do you ever get the sense that the world is, well, out of whack? I think that's a good description of what we mean by the fall. It's the gap we sense between the way things are and the way God intended things to be. Anglican theologian and Bishop N.T. Wright calls this gap the echo of a voice. There is someone speaking to us, someone who deeply cares about his creation. And so it's like we're wired with a sense that there is such a thing as justice. The problem is we can't quite seem to get there, and it's not for lack of trying. We have successes, sure, but even the successes, though they give us a sense of progress, fall short. I mean, consider that back in 1959, the year that I was born, the idea that we would ever elect a black president seemed impossibly out of reach. The dream was there, and it was getting stronger, but there was so much work to be done before that could happen. And then, at noon on January 20th, 2009, Barack Obama was inaugurated as President of the United States. There has been progress. I'm married to a black woman, something Carolyn can remember being illegal. Today, interracial marriages are common, even ubiquitous, and yet racism still exists. Is it worse? Some think so. I rather think that racism and all the other isms are like whack-a-mole. Just when it looks like there's progress, it reappears somewhere else. People who identify as LGBTQ can be married. It's the law of the land. Progress, right? And yet the LGBTQ community still fights to be seen as equal members of society. No matter how hard we try, justice slips through our fingers. You know, when the early Christians spoke of Jesus, they did so in such a way as to say that the echo of a voice became flesh. They spoke of Jesus doing things like going to parties where everyone always had enough to eat and drink. Everywhere he went, he encountered life gone horribly wrong. And I think this is important. Although he healed many and he welcomed many who would otherwise have been unwelcomed, and he confronted many injustices, he did not appear on the scene like someone waving a magic wand. The justice we see in Jesus is that he shared people's pain. He both celebrated God's justice breaking into the world in and through himself, and he grieved with the world the way it was, one filled with violence, injustice, and tragedy. Those first Christians insisted what they saw in Jesus, in his life, but especially in his suffering and death on a cross, was God and God's justice in the flesh, taking the tears of the entire world and making them his own. So I think Jesus' death and resurrection are like a lighthouse showing us the way. The sin of the world has been dealt with, even though it doesn't look like it. There's something in all of that that each generation has to learn. We should know by now that progress is an illusion. I wonder whether Christians are really called to eradicate, because only God can do that. Perhaps we're called to respond to injustice, and the shape of our response is always cruciform. It's the shape of sacrificial love, self-denial, of serving rather than being served. In our struggle to embody God's justice in an unjust world, we would do well to remember the words of the Anglican Bishop John Austin Baker, who said, "The crucified Jesus is the only accurate image of God the world has ever seen." I'll see you next time on Theology Over Easy.